The advisory board of the 2022 edition of the Nigeria Prize for Science has announced two winners of the $100,000 prize money. Led by Professor Bat Inaji, the advisory board announced the winning works at a press briefing in Lagos on Wednesday, September 14. The winning works are Gains in Grain Yield of Released Maize, Cultivars Under Drought and Well-Watered Conditions by Muhyiddin Oyekunle and Shehu Ado, and Development of the Process Plant for Plantain Flour by Sheson Peter Ayodeji and Emmanuel Olatunji Olatomilola. Professor Nnaji announced the judges' verdict based on the 2022 theme Innovations in Sustainable Food Security at a press conference in Lagos. This is coming after the 2021 cycle, which was based on the same theme, ended without a winner.
After significant consideration and objective application of the guidelines and the criteria, the judges recommended two most outstanding works on gains in grain yield of released maize, Zea maize L, cultivars under drought and well-watered conditions. That's the title of their submission. The submission by Muhyiddin Oyekunle and Shehu Ado. So they're the first set of winners. And the second winning entry is Development of Process Plant for Plantain Flour by Sheson Peter Ayodeji and Emmanuel Olatomilola. As winners for the $100,000 prize money.
In his remarks on the verdict, NLNG's General Manager, External Relations and Sustainable Development, Andy Ode, said the Science Prize is growing in strength as the 2022 verdict depicts. He stated that the advisory board and NLNG are working behind the scenes to review the prize for bigger impact and inclusiveness for the good of society. While commending the winners for the big feat, Mr. Ode called on all past winners of the prize to synergize and become a think tank that can generate and sustain the flow of ideas, innovation, and scientific advice to the public and private sectors.
Just to let you know how we progress in terms of the winning or the value of the amount of money that's paid out to or awarded to winners. So in 2004, 2005, it was $20,000. From 2006 to 2007, it became $30,000 for each of the two prizes, literature and science. 2008 to 2010, $50,000, and from 2011, it was up to $100,000.
Speaking further, Professor Nnaji said the choice of the judges reflects a multidisciplinary approach relevant to the theme in focus. He added that the advisory board is particularly pleased that in evaluating the entries, the judges upheld the objectives of the prize, which seeks to identify and promote excellence in utilizing scientific knowledge for the achievement of desired solutions. He also commended the board and management of Nigeria LNG for instituting, sponsoring, and sustaining what is arguably the biggest science prize in Africa.
We are particularly pleased that in evaluating the entries, they upheld the objectives of the prize as it seeks to identify and promote excellence in utilizing scientific knowledge for the achievement of desired solutions. I also acknowledge and commend my colleagues on the advisory board for their invaluable contributions throughout the process. We applaud the board and management of the Nigeria NLNG for instituting and sustaining the biggest science prize in Africa.
Winners of this year's edition of the prize are Muhyiddin Oyekunle, a maize breeder and lecturer at the Institute for Agricultural Research, IAR, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Nigeria, and his colleague, Professor Shehu Gaki Ado, an agricultural expert, eminent academic and researcher of international repute. He is a professor of genetics and plant breeding and is currently the Vice Chancellor of Al Kalam University, Katsina. Professor Sheson Peter Ayodeji is a professor of machine and process design and applied ergonomics at the Federal University of Technology, Akure, and his colleague is Emmanuel Olatunji Olatomilola. The decision on the winning entries was reached by a panel of judges led by Professor Christian Ugo Agbo of the Department of Agriculture at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Other members on the panel are Ms. Funke Okpeke and Professor Mohamed Magaji. Ms. Okpeke is an experienced telecommunications executive and the founder and CEO of Main One, while Professor Magaji is a professor of agronomy at Usman Dafodio University, Sokoto. In addition to Professor Naji, other members of the advisory board of the Nigeria Prize for Science are Chief Dr. Nike Akonde, a two-time minister and former president, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Professor Yusuf Abubakar, a professor of animal breeding and quantitative genetics and the coordinator of Agriculture Group, R&D Standing Committee at the Tertiary Education Trust Fund.